2, 3, 4.
Previously on the GMG pod. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. On this, Warriors of Earth and Beyond. On this, Super Saiyan Charged episode 353 of the Good Morning Z Fighters podcast. Thank you for joining us on this cosmic morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we train, battle, and talk about the game of life alongside the other battles and games we love to watch and play. I'm one of your hosts, Brazilian Mountaineer and instant transmission ninja, Lucas Ham Kakarot Swisher. Standing to my left with the unbreakable resolve, actually two people left, with the unbreakable resolve of a Supreme Kai, the final judgment delivering executioner of fake news and spoilers, Patrick, power level 9000! Novacell.
Good morning.
Next up, fusing handyman skills with a fighter's will, the North Kakalakian Saiyan Saga survivor, our own Hank McCoy of Capsule Corp Tech, Ryan Red Ribbon Wrecker Isley.
Well, I'm in so many different places.
Your identity is
I'm in the Red Ribbon Army. I'm in the Capsule Corps. I'm doing too much.
You're a jack of all trades,
got
man.
Too many jobs.
Yes, you do. If you're a new Z fighter joining us on the battlefield, welcome, all caps, to the team. And if you've already been training with us in the hyperbolic time chamber, welcome back, legend. Sorry, it's all caps. I had to read it like that. So,
Legend, though?
I did. Yeah.
Right.
Just like I have to wear this hoodie up like I'm a crazy person. If I go like this, you only see half my
audio
face.
Listeners, you are missing out right now because
you are missing out on some fun.
Lucas literally
all right.
looks like he's about to go like kick a puppy or something with this get up.
Ooh, it's puppy kicking time. Hey, wait, save that theme for next week, okay?
Okay.
What's new news?
Why?
In our saga tonight, we are going to be talking about Iffle in Fight Life, Earl in real life, and Iggle. Tried to take God out of our life, so Vito in God life. So the only one it changed was in Fight Life. So apparently we need to talk about who we've been fighting lately. We're going to start with the man who's back from the dead himself. He got himself a dragon wish ball, whatever those are called, little stars on it.
Apologies in advance for all the actual Dragon Ball Z fans who are cringing.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm like, that sounds right, I guess.
No, don't care. If I had done this like a real episode of Dragon Ball, I'd still be on like the fourth word of the intro.
That's true.
Being like, take me
you got to catch
3
them all,
minutes
right?
for each word. That's definitely not the same.
Yep, that's the slogan. Gotta catch 'em all, Dragon Ball.
And now we lost all the Pokemon fans. Good job, Patrick.
You're welcome.
Way to go.
That's just us. No rules now.
Yep. There's no rules.
Yay. Whoa, hey, what are we doing?
Audio listeners are missing out tonight.
Yeah, nope, you're not. Save your eyeballs. You will be scarred for life. Do not go to YouTube. Thank you. For any reason whatsoever.
Come on over to YouTube, guys.
Yeah, the water's warm.
The water's just fine.
The water is
no, it's not. It's quite nipply.
Yeah,
don't say it.
Nope, too late. No, but seriously, Patrick.
Yes.
What's up, man? How you doing?
In Fight Life?
Catch us up. Catch us up on Fight Life, Real Life, and God Life, and Game Life.
Okay, in Fight Life, I'm fighting a battle with the roofing companies now.
Ooh, Battle of the Roofies. Wait,
so
that doesn't work.
You look like you're dealing roofies.
Hey, buddy. Back off.
Not in my life. I did all of it real. And anyways,
all of it real.
Slide into the skid, turn into the skid.
Yep,
just talk about the roof. I only heard it after I said it. Okay.
Yeah.
I get 3 of those a night. So moving on.
The first few quotes we've gotten was like 30 grand. So we found a company that will handle our roof for around $7,000. And now we're like, okay, let's go around roofing companies, and the lowest we've gotten so far is $13,000 redo the roof.
That's not bad.
13 plus 7 is still a lot of money. So because a lot of roofing companies
just for the repair,
disposal of the asbestos roof.
Oh,
yes, and that's separate from a new roof. And so we're trying to see. I think we've gone through 4 roofing, and the most recent one was 13,000. So we're going to continue to look around and see if we can get it around 10 or under, and then we'll bite the bullet.
All right. That would hurt, biting a bullet. Would you bite the bullet like try to catch it in your mouth, or you just pick up the bullet and you bite it? Like which way does that?
No, you gotta catch it in your mouth.
Yeah, you gotta catch it in your mouth like Ace Ventura does.
Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like it's gonna work out.
And then you
spit
it back at
bite
them,
that bullet.
and it's like a Tommy gun, and you blow them up.
Yeah, you're reading the obituary. No. I will not.
He tried to bite the bullet. The bullet bit him.
He actually bit the bullet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what's going on with that roofing update. So hopefully we can get a better deal. Otherwise, we're just gonna slap on some concrete.
I was about to say, have you tried doing the patch yet? Has that worked out?
Yeah, it has. So, I put some.
Your house is on the patch, breaking that addiction. God bless it. God bless your house. It's smoking.
Yeah, we'll be definitely. Addiction. Yeah, we're gonna definitely be an enabler. We're gonna give it what it wants.
Yeah. Have as many patches.
I want a new roof. No, you're not get a new roof.
You're using the patch.
Yeah, you will take it and you will like it.
You get one roof in your life. You ruin it, it's your fault.
Yeah. So, in other news and fight life, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I was not here last week because I was on vacation.
Vacation's all I ever wanted.
We went to Northwest Michigan. It was like 7.5 hours away from Cincinnati. So we were, Michigan's only like 3.5 hours away. So we had to drove another 4 hours in Michigan.
Were you on the top of the mitten?
On the top left, all the way to the northwest.
All the way top.
So Lake Michigan. A hand, it would be a pinky.
Yeah, on the pinky.
And
that's what you do. You put your hand up like this, and that's the shape of Michigan.
It is. It's always trying to high five you.
Yeah.
That's why we love the high five in the U.S.
I gotta tell you, it was amazing. It was so amazing. It was like high 60s, low 70s the entire time. The water was a little cool. So we didn't jump in.
Michigan.
But we don't take family vacations very often, like just us. So it was just Clark, my daughter, and my niece, and the wife and I. So just the 5 of us, and it was so relaxing. Like we didn't do too much. Everything that was around was 10 minutes away, a 10-minute drive. So we didn't have to go very far.
Nice geographical oddity. 10 minutes from everything.
I mean, it's a small lake, so going around the entire lake was 20 minutes. So if we drive 10 minutes one way, it's just 10 minutes back. So that was nice. And so while I was there, my wife is a big reader. She reads tons of books. She read like 200 books last year. And so I was like, I'm going to read with you. And I brought up a book, and I read through the new Hunger Games book, The Sunrise and the Reaping. And if anyone's familiar with
another new one,
if anyone's familiar with the Hunger Games book, it's the second quarter quell or the 50th Hunger Games, where Hamish Abernathy, who is Woody Harrelson in the Hunger Games movies, it's him winning the 50th Hunger Games. And my gosh, I understand why Hamish is the way he is from the movies. It's an incredible backstory. Really looking forward to the movie. The movie's coming out November of next year,
Mm-hmm.
if there's no delays or whatever. But yeah, it was very interesting though the way it was written, because the only books that I read are like the Dan Brown books where it's all about treasure hunting and there's a lot of detail, and sometimes a little too much detail. I'm like Chandler from Friends. I'm like, get there faster. I don't need all this detail. They're just talking about the doorknobs and doors and just walk through the door. So, but this one was more it felt like written for teenagers or young adults. Like there was no detail. They got straight to the point and got through.
I mean, weren't the originals supposed to be for
I've never
teenagers
read
originally?
any of the books. So
Wait, what?
This is the only
Sorry to interrupt again. You've
this
never
is
read
the only
books?
book I've written from the Hunger Games.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, does it make you want to go back and read the other ones?
Absolutely not. No, the movies are fine. Yeah, the movies
are
fine.
Is the book, what's the what, I'm forgetting my literature words, but what's the point of view? There we go.
It's from
Second
Hamish's point of view.
But he's like saying like it's first person point of view?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so they continue that, because that's one thing that I think is unique and interesting. And is it present tense also?
Yes, and I tell you, it's so
weird at first, right?
It's so weird because in the Dan Brown books, whenever there is a break in a timeline, there's always like a space between the paragraphs and like a dash, and then when you're reading it, it'll feel like it's in the past. This book, just in the middle of a paragraph, will all of a sudden be in the past. I'm like, I have to read this paragraph like multiple times. I'm like, how did we get here? Like, was I reading like and not absorbing what I was reading? Because if you've ever done that, we're like, I don't even know what I read. And you read it again. That's the way it was. And I was like, oh no, I read it right. It just doesn't give me any break into thinking about the past. It was so
like, keep up, you slacker.
It was. I probably could have got done with the book like an hour earlier if I would have known that's how it was written.
Yeah,
that was my only gripe about it, because it was very hard to follow. I mean, I've watched Lost, which is super hard to follow.
That's true, which you finished. We're not ready to talk about that yet, but yeah, with the Hunger Games books, I don't think I ever really 100% was on board with the first person present way of writing. It always felt kind of weird, but
yeah, I
appreciate the uniqueness of it.
Yeah, I like the good and the bad, the good guys and the bad guys. You get perspectives from both. Like this one, it's just Hamish's point of view. That's all it is.
It's just Hamish.
So
okay.
Yeah. So you don't get any like
that's true. That's true with the books though. Like they're always from Katniss's point of view.
Katniss.
I don't know about Song Snakes and Bird Tails, whatever it's called.
I didn't, whatever it was.
Boogerlips and
Boogerlips
and Bird
Boogerlips and Sasquatches, so whatever it's called.
I might read it if that's what it's called.
I know, right? That sounds fun.
That sounds like something my son would read.
What do you read? Boogerlips and Sasquatches book. It really is.
Oh,
yeah, Captain Underpants came out like
Boogerlips.
It came out like 20, 30 years way too late. Like it should have been out when we were kids. I would have loved it.
Yeah. But it was good. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it if you enjoy the Hunger Games books.
You're a reader.
Yeah. I think it was great. And I don't read a lot of books, so I don't really have a lot to compare it to. So I enjoyed it. I would say it's probably an 8 out of 10. I think what held it back was the very little detail. I'm like, how is it? Is it like the second day of Hunger Games? Is it the third day? Like, is it the sixth day? Like, I don't even know how far we are into the Hunger Games. Like, he says he sleeps and he does all these things and he goes across this entire. I'm like, I don't even know what day it is. And they're saying that Hamish is saying he's hungry. I'm like, you just had breakfast. Like, I don't even like, is it tomorrow now? Like, I have no idea.
Well, he is younger.
And there was evening and there was morning, the 16th day.
Yeah, it was a massive time jump. Like, I have no idea. So
I mean, when you're younger though, your appetite is usually generally greater. So
I don't know. Is it?
He's just hungry all the time.
Did you just eat 2 hours ago? Like, but he lives in the districts, and there's not a lot of food, anyways. So I don't understand. True. Yeah, but yeah, I think this book should have been like 100 pages longer. Like, for real, it should have been, because just it feels like it was missing a ton of information I would have liked to see. And so, yeah, my wife asked me if I was going to go back and read those. I'm like, no way. There's way more. I feel like I'm a visual learner. I like movies. I like cinematic adventures more than books. My artistic imagination is not the same.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so did that, and then came home and I finished Lost. I watched all 6 seasons, and I got to tell you, for the first
lay it on me. Let's go. Let's hear it.
5.5 seasons. I'm like, what in the world is happening? We're doing past, we're doing future, we're doing sideways, present days, and different alternate universes. Like, I don't even know what's happening. Like, and then like for the last maybe 6 episodes, last half of the season, in the last season, incredible. The last episode, incredible. My son was watching this probably every couple episodes. He would come in, we would watch an episode. So he knew basically what was going on. He would come in. Is this the past? Is this the present? Is this the future? Is this the alternate universe? Like, he would say it, he would ask that, and then he would be like, okay, I'm in. And so in the last episode, I was like, everything started to come together, and I was screaming at the TV, feeling like what's going to happen next. And everything that I screamed out happened. And I'm like,
it's like you've watched it before.
No, I never. I do not remember this at all. And I'm like, this all makes sense. Like, watching it week to week, I don't know how anybody would be able to follow this show.
I don't know how you guys did it either.
At all.
Yeah.
But watching it and binging it and having it all fresh in my brain,
I can't wait to watch it again.
It all made so much sense.
So good.
And I don't know if this. I'm from what I hear, the ending was very controversial for one reason or another. I didn't read anything. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I really care about how it made me feel, what I got out of it, and I mean, I don't know if I can spoil this, because it's a huge spoiler if I say how it ends. So
the
I'm
show
not
has
say
been
it.
over for years.
Can I say it? Can I? All right. Well, I mean, okay. So I'll probably talk about this for the next few minutes. You know what? Tell you what. On Spotify, when we upload it, I think after a few hours, it recognizes what we talk about. And then it goes, it segments everything.
Oh, it'll timestamp it. Yeah.
So we're talking about Lost right now, and I'm going to talk about
spoilers.
The spoilers
Alert.
Once if you listen to Spotify, you see it segmented. So just go to the next segment. If you're on any other service, I have no idea what you guys do. Just go ahead, like
LOL.
Go ahead, like 5 minutes. I don't know. So spoilers from here for the next 5 minutes. At the end of Lost, when he finds out, when Jack is in the funeral parlor, and his dad, Christian Shepherd, by the way, tells him that he's dead. And I'm like, right before that, Jack is like, am I? And I was like, yes, you're dead. And his dad was like, you're dead. And I was like, okay. And then so I was like, okay, this show's not about being lost on an island. This show is about being lost soul. And so you need to find a way to move on and carry over to the next afterlife. And so when his dad was like, look, they're like really close and they're talking, and I was like, he's gonna say he needs to move on. And then his dad was like, move on. And I was like, oh my gosh, this show makes no sense for the first 5.5 seasons, and now it's all coming together. I would say not all of it, maybe 85% of it's coming together. There's still some questions about what the heck happened for some of the characters, but for the main characters, they were all struggling in their lives and they had no way forward. They didn't know how to get out of their current situation. And when they got on the island, they all figured out what their purpose was, what they were supposed to do, and they found how to move on to into the afterlife. And it was so well done. Only by binging it and watching it for the first 3 seasons. I'm like, this feels like they're coming up with it as they're filming it. But at the end of the season, at end of the series, it wraps it a lot of it up in perfect symmetry. I was blown away. I thought this when I first watched the show back in the early 2000s. I thought it was the worst show. I'm never gonna watch this again. This is the dumbest show. It goes nowhere. They answer no questions. But I tell you what, the journey was worth it. The journey was worth it. This show is a 10 out of 10. Only if you binge it. And only
if you have wisdom and understanding.
Oh my gosh. The last 2 episodes, especially the last episode, blew my mind. And I had all the stuff that happened in the entire series made so much sense.
All right.
As I was going,
the
smoky dragon was the devil.
Okay.
He was the devil. It's my mind, Mandela effect. I remember the smoking dragon being
the smoking dragon,
whatever
I'm
it
working
was
on the patch, but I just can't do it. It just doesn't work. Only the smokes work. I
thought it was a machine because you could hear like the roller coaster beginning of a roller coaster click click click. I thought those were gears, and when my son was like, "What's that?" and I was like, "That's just a machine." And it never was a machine for me. And I was like, "Yep, I never saw any of this." Apparently, I dreamed it, or it's an alternate universe.
I thought it made noises too. I'm pretty sure it made the gear noises.
It does make gear noises. It's not a machine. It's the devil. And it was just, oh my gosh, so awesome. My son asked me if I was going to watch it again. And I was like, yeah, probably in 15 years after I forgot everything again.
Yes, you will. Just watch it when he's old enough to appreciate it.
It's so crazy. Like I remember all the first 3 seasons. I remember all of that. But after that, I was so interested, and I was up until like 2 a.m. almost every single night watching, like glued to the TV. So yeah, incredible show.
That makes me happy, man. I've been in the minority for so long. So many haters out there who are just like, "Oh, the ending sucks," blah blah. And I'm like, dudes, it's good. You just need just take a step back and be wise and be understanding and just ride the wave. But
so
my wife and I binged it. Like we watched it back to back to back. Like we didn't have to wait week to week. So I know we cheated.
So that's but the people that you're talking about who hated it and it was the worst ending, did they binge it or did they watch it week to week?
Most of those people have been the week to week.
Yeah, yes, I watched it week to week.
The week to week is the worst because you forget about all those small little things that happen. And some things, happen in one episode. They don't answer it or talk about it, and for like another 16 episodes. Like when you're watching it week to week, that's like 4 months, 5 months of episodes, and you're like, I don't even remember what happened. Like they talk. The ghost monster happens in like the first or second episode. You don't find out who the ghost monster is until halfway through the 6th season. Like it's crazy. Like they bring it all back. It's not a nice bow, but it was a beautiful bow. Yeah, if that makes any sense.
Good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so good.
Okay.
So yeah, love it. 10 out of 10. One of my favorite shows of all time. So I was in like a little bit of a show hole, and I was like, I don't know what to watch. I don't really feel like playing games.
It's hard to follow that.
So. There was a show that was recommended for me, which I watched week to week, back when it came on, and that was Breaking Bad. And I was like, I'll turn this on. Yeah, I'm already in 10 episodes into the 3rd season.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
that show.
dang!
Man. I can't wait to rewatch that one.
First season's only 7 episodes, and all the rest of the seasons are 13. So it's not like they're full 24 episode seasons like Lost was, you know. So
that makes
very
sense.
much
Or like
easier to
24.
get through. Yeah, or 24. That took like 6 months to get through because there's so many episodes. But yeah, Breaking Bad, one of my favorite shows of all time as well. And that's now I'm binging it, and I get a lot more appreciation. But I got to tell you, it is a linear show, and I don't have to worry about what's going on at all.
Yeah, that's straight through, buddy.
I was like, my mind always like the first part of the episode's in the past. I'm like, this is going on in the past. And I'm like, oh, wait, I need to get out of my lost mind mindset. Like, this is present day all the time.
Lost my
mind.
Yeah. So because I've been in Lost and Vacation and Breaking Bad, I played 0 games. WWE and Apex. That's all I've been playing. And then last 2 weeks I haven't opened Through the Word at all. Like I finished Proverbs, Journey 6. I haven't opened Journey 7 yet. I don't know when I'll start that. I'm like in a
lacquer. You even put the link out.
I know, right? I'm like, hey, everyone join. Bye.
Yeah. You're like the little girl on the slide in the GIF that's just like, wee.
Yeah, you guys have fun.
It's all good.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Binge it. I'm gonna binge it during break. So
yeah.
Yep. It's all good.
But outside of that, yeah, nothing else is going on. I mean, do we want to talk about Summer Game Fest? I mean,
do we want to give our updates real quick, Lucas? I actually this time don't have too much. How about you?
I mean, I have some stuff.
It's
you
crazy.
Go first?
Like,
you want to go then? Or do you just want to save it for later? And
we'll save it for later. Yeah, we'll do games later. We'll do games last.
Save the games for last. Yeah. The best for last. Yeah, because we got joiners that mention stuff, so we should.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right, Brian, what do you got?
So in real life, it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. She'll be 7.
It's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
So whenever you listen to this, Finley, happy birthday. Daddy loves you.
Happy birthday, Finley. We're going to sing happy birthday to her?
Yes, we absolutely have to.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, ready, go.
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Finley. Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
That's beautiful. Trilingual birthday.
We love you in all languages.
Yeah. Love you, girl.
Finley, I hope you didn't have a stroke or
I hope she doesn't either.
Daddy, what is happening?
You're like, all I see is lights.
Why are my ears bleeding?
So terrible.
Speaking of the car, I think we're getting our vehicle back on Friday, so yay for that.
Guess who's back? Back again.
And then we've been driving around a van, and it's been super practical.
Yeah,
but yeah,
just like, we'll just take this.
I can't talk the wife into keeping it.
Let's just trade them.
Look, just let me buy a van then. Let me buy a van.
I want a van all for myself.
I do. I
really can take naps in it.
I can put all my tools in it and not have to worry about a thing.
You could be like my old neighbor Steve, who used to have an ambulance and he filled it with all his tools.
Okay, see, that's a little much. I wouldn't do a whole ambulance. It'd be that little weird van that we had as the graphic that one time. But yeah, I just think fans are super practical. They might be hideous as all sin, but they're.
I mean, the newer ones look fine.
Yeah, the newer ones are.
The old ones were pretty hideous, but
the old ones are pretty bad.
But that sliding door, man, what's better than a sliding door?
A sliding door,
like just that.
And especially because this one is like automated, like so we could just hit it.
Yeah, see that's the only thing. Kids are spoiled. Like they don't even know how to open a sliding door. I can just imagine a kid walking up to a sliding door, and like the old ones where you pull the handle, but you have to pull it forward, then sideways. And if you tried to pull it sideways first, it wouldn't go.
Yep.
Like,
we had a van when I was growing up. We had one of those like big traveler vans, like a big GMC one. And bro, that van, I shut my hand in that door and it hurt.
Oh my gosh, you didn't.
Yeah. If you let the momentum of the door go, like you could throw yourself a few feet. Like just hold on. And it just is like it gets momentum and just boop, and then it stops.
Yep. Yeah. So that's what's going on in real life. Besides it's been stupid hot here. Well, not even like
share some of that here. It's been chilly.
It was I think today with the heat index it was like 93.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Tomorrow the high is supposed to be 93, so it's probably going to feel like 96, so nice. 97.
Death.
And it's been so humid. And of course all the ACs are blowing up now because they're old and they really need to be replaced, but I don't have billions.
Wrap a little duct tape on it.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm doing.
$1 billion.
Throwing lipstick on a pig and hoping it still works. So that's pretty much it for real life. Fake life, like Patrick said, I did no gaming. I honestly don't think I played anything this past week.
Holy shnikes. Wait till you guys get to my game update. This is gonna be weird. I'm gonna have more of an update than you guys.
I did finish watching all of Sakamoto Days, the first season. I started another anime and am now caught up with it, and it's called The Old Country Bumpkin Becomes a Sword Master or something like that. Yeah.
What's your show about?
What?
It's in the title, man. Old Country Bumpkin Becomes a Sword Master. Yep. I mean, they should just name more shows like that, so you just know what you're getting into.
I mean, there's one that I want to catch up with. The title is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. So you can go ahead and guess what happens in that show.
Yeah, there's no clickbait at all. This is great.
That's what it is.
This is what it's about.
All right.
But yeah, that show actually ended up being pretty good. I was gonna start watching an anime with the kids, and I really want to show them Full Metal Alchemist because that was like one of my favorite. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to handle that. So I might just hold off a little. Yeah, I might just hold off a little bit longer.
Yeah, don't jump the gun on those things. There's nothing that drives me crazier than showing kids stuff too early, and then they just don't appreciate it.
Right.
So like they were super receptive to Avatar.
Oh my gosh,
they didn't like Avatar.
Right now, Dad.
Yeah, they didn't like Avatar at first, and then like I caught them just watching it, and that's what they. If I don't let them watch like YouTube or some gamer stream their games, they watch Avatar, either Legend of Korra or the OG Avatar, and I'm like, yeah. Because it's goated, it's good. Like I'm not gonna tell you
the OG Avatar. Yes, the Korra
Legend of Korra is not horrible.
Yeah, it is. Season 1 is fine. After that, they ruin the spirit world, and Korra is L7 weenie. If you know what I mean. Patrick understands exactly what I mean. She's the worst. She doesn't deserve to be.
She gets beat up a lot.
Avatar.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Crazy.
Patrick, you don't watch animated things.
You got me.
You'll
still owe me a watching of
Arcane.
What is the one I'm still watching? Yeah, Arcane. I'm still watching that.
I meant to start watching that, and I didn't.
It's on my list.
Yeah, instead you're watching Country Bumpkin Becomes a Sword Master. Get out of here. Watch Arcane.
It's real good.
Arcane is so much better.
I do want to watch Killer of Killers, that Predator animated thing that just came out. Did y'all not know about that?
Was that animals?
No, it's literally
Predator.
The Predator.
Like,
yeah, tigers.
No,
I mean you did make a tiger sound.
You definitely did. Crows.
For you audio listeners, Lucas is making the face that he does in The Predator when
It bleeds.
his jaws flap
What is
open.
it? What does Schwarzenegger say? It bleeds, or something like that.
Get to the
If it
chopper.
bleeds, you can kill it.
I was thinking the other thing where I can't repeat on here.
It's not a tumor.
No, not that one.
Yeah.
You one ugly mother.
No.
But yeah, that one. Yeah, that Predator. It's animated. I think it's just a movie.
One.
Where he hunts other hunters. So he hunts a Viking, he hunts a ninja, and then he hunts
only in cartoons, man.
That's dude. I don't
Actually,
know.
that sounds interesting.
I think it's like 2 hours actually. So
what's it stream on?
It's on Hulu.
Oh,
so
okay.
Disney Plus was it on Disney Plus.
You should have it on.
It should be. Yeah. What's it
and
called
then
again? Predator.
Yeah,
Hunter,
Predator, Killer
Hunters?
of Killers.
Killer of Killers. That's a
Yeah. Sounds like a
title.
Disney Plus title. Yep.
Yeah.
Killer of Killers.
Yeah.
Daddy,
I did let Lucas know. Or no, I let Patrick know the other day or yesterday, Lucas, that
what? Who are you talking about?
I don't know. My brain stopped working.
Everybody.
Shut up.
Patrick talking to Lucas, and
I
Lucas
texted Patrick yesterday. About a
no, you didn't. You called me.
I did call you.
Wow, you are really confused right now.
Hold on a sec. Let me tell the story from my perspective.
Yeah.
So when I get home from work yesterday, I take out my watch and I was like, I need to unplug, so I'm not looking at my phone or anything. And then so I look at my phone, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour later, and I see that Ryan had called me. And I was like, oh my gosh, what happened when Ryan called me? And he sends me an audio voicemail, and he's like, hey, just to let you know, this is not an emergency, but I want to let you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you can sign up and get advanced tickets to the Superman movie for July 8th, 3 days earlier than it comes out. And I was like, sweet. And so I call him back, and I called him back, and I was like, hey man, you're like, Ryan responds, you didn't need to call me back. I told you didn't need to call me back. And I'm like, you said that this wasn't an emergency, but anything about this Superman movie, about seeing it soon, how is this not an emergency? Like the tickets went on sale yesterday, the day that he called me. So it didn't work for me. So I talked to my buddy, and I was like, hey, you got Amazon Prime? Can you look this up and see if you can? And he's like, I can. And there's an IMAX theater here in Kentucky. And I was like, book it. Let's go. So he went to go book it. And I mean, it's been what, 12 hours, less than 12 hours since the tickets went on sale, and the theater was already more than half full. So he booked them. And so, yeah, right after work, we're going to go down to Kentucky, have a brewski, and then go see Superman. So thank you, Ryan, for the emergency call.
I don't know if they're gonna do it for YouTube, but couldn't hurt to check if you have Amazon
I don't
Prime.
care that much. Sorry.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, I'll watch it when I watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably try to watch it.
I'll probably watch it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, Patrick's got it covered for me. He'll watch it for each of my family members.
And this was for Lucas. And
yeah, I'm watching this for you, Mindy.
This one's
make sure to say something. You need to make sure to post it on Facebook.
Okay, all right.
For Mindy,
I'm going for Mindy. Watching this movie right now.
I'm gonna tag it so it's like Patrick Novosel with Mindy Swisher.
Yes.
Please do. She is gonna be like, "What the heck is Patrick doing?" She'll find it hilarious.
So yeah, that's really all going on in Fake Life. And then God Life, I am still going through the Word. I want to say I did Matthew 10 or 11 today. But also, I guess whenever I was reading Matthew 5 through 7, I was like, man, I really wish I had just when I hear the Sermon on the Mount again. So I found the Bible Project's plan for Sermon on the Mount. So I'm now doing that as well.
Nice.
So,
We're doing that with the kids.
yeah.
Going through it.
I showed my kids all of the
Vids.
yeah.
Yeah.
I showed my kids all the vids of it. They really liked it. They were engaged and everything. That is pretty much it. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Lucas, you're next. But before you go, I was supposed to answer some questions from last week, and you said you weren't going to bring it up, and I need to bring it up. The questions that were asked in last week's episode.
Oh yes, the questions that we
answered.
I
wrote down 8 of them. I don't know how many there were, but I wrote down 8 of them. Should I answer those now?
Yes. No context.
Yes.
You have to answer them.
Okay, so the first question was, what was your favorite Bible book?
Yep.
And you guys both said Romans, and I was like Romans, and you both were like Romans, and I was like, all right, yes, let's go. Let's
look
go,
at
guys.
us,
Let's
the
go,
Romans
guys.
bros.
Romans
and then probably Philippians is probably close. I like that one. But yeah, all the letters from Paul are incredible. Yeah,
Paul was such a good letter writer.
Yeah, he knew the error of his ways, and he turned it around really well.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit closer.
You just turn that into a country song / Sling Blade. I
Kermit
don't know.
the Frog.
Every now and then I get a letter from Paul to the church of the Corinthians.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Dream vacation, trip to Ireland.
All right, top of the morning to you.
Achievable dream. I don't think I had an answer for this one. I don't really know what the achievable dream.
I have an answer for you.
Retire at the age of 55. I don't want to work until in my 60s. I want to be done.
I was gonna say you be CEO of Great American and then only accept everybody's proposals and never reject a proposal again from anyone.
Yeah, just I have a stamp that just says approved every time someone comes to my desk.
And
he's the best boss ever. And why are we going under? Why is there mass layoffs?
It's like when what is it? Bruce Almighty when he says yes to everyone's email.
Oh yes, he says yes.
That's like I won $1.57 in the lottery.
Right. The lottery sucks. I only won $54.
Yeah.
What is the opposite of blue? I said red. Lucas said orange. What did you say, Ryan? Red as well?
I think he said red as well. Yeah. But it's orange. You guys are wrong. Sorry.
It makes sense because blue and orange are the Cincinnati Football Club's colors in Cincinnati. So
they did their homework.
There you go. Yeah, they do.
Ebony and ivory. We're changing it to orange and blue. Living in perfect harmony. Okay.
Yeah. That's a good rendition.
I just made that up. If you didn't
I like
know.
the cover. Yeah. Next one was: would you tell your kid they're ugly?
I love this question.
I mean, we don't lie in this house, so you just gotta own it. You gotta live up to it and just roll with it. You know what I mean? It's just like you get what God's given you. You know what I mean? And you just gotta make it your own.
Make it work.
I mean, I think I said it last week, but you can always compensate by just blaming a parent because chances are they got the ugliness from one of the two. Like that's how we deal with any imperfection. If the kids do something that we're like, oh my gosh, you're so like this, and it's my fault, or it's your mom's fault, or whatever. Like it's just this is how it is.
Yeah. And then you guys talked about the honest thoughts between you guys. So I'm gonna give my honest thoughts on you guys.
Okay.
Honest thoughts on you, Ryan Isley.
Oh, it's like you. Guess who?
You're a guy that always thinks about others. Case in point, yesterday you saw something about Superman and you let me know. I truly appreciate that. You reach out to me randomly. You'll call me and freak the heck out like something's wrong.
I'm sorry.
You call me. Nobody calls me. Everyone texts me and says,
I'd so rather talk to people face to face.
It's so old school, and I
phone.
love it
That
so
is
much.
super old school.
I love it so much. Yeah. And lastly, your smile is infectious. I love it.
Man.
Yeah. All right, now
that's a gangrene smile if I ever saw one.
North Kakalaki, and that's where you get it.
The hate in your heart, you gotta let it out.
All right, Lucas. It's I don't know, Ryan, if you said this last week, but Lucas is a guy I can look up to, and I totally agreed to that with that. And to be honest, it doesn't matter
than me.
It doesn't matter age, doesn't matter height. The wisdom that you have is incredible. Whenever I am going through something, I'm very comfortable talking to you because you have no judgment. The wisdom that you have, it definitely feels like God's talking through you. You're a very good friend. And those are my honest thoughts about you guys.
Thanks,
we
buddy.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Patrick.
And then the last one I have on here is top 3 games. That's so funny that Lucas, you're playing all 3 games that are in your top 3 lists all the time.
That's all I play is my top 3 games.
You said God of War Ragnarok was one of your top games. Did you mean the original God of War 4, or did you mean Ragnarok?
I meant Ragnarok, but I think it's recency bias. It's recency bias, probably.
All right, because I still think the Dad of Boy version was better.
Yeah,
than
the Dad of War, the original reboot or revisit.
Yeah,
that you're probably right. Like that one is the.
Yeah, also I was surprised that you said that because I didn't.
Yeah, it was more. I was looking at my list and I'm like, nah, I'll just call it that.
Yeah.
Do you think Balatro will sneak in there or nah? You didn't have as much fun.
There's not enough. It's an addicting game. I would probably pick Marvel Snap over Balatro just because if I were like to pick a game I got addicted to like way too much, but just there's no story. Like I made up my own stories with Marvel Snap, but I need something. It can't just be a card game and collecting stuff. That's not enough for me.
Yeah. And then so my top 3 games, number 1 game of all time is Hades. I know it doesn't hit you, Lucas, as much as it does me, but I appreciate it. The gameplay is king.
You mean the other way around?
Wait, what did I say?
You said it doesn't hit you as much as it to me. I'm like, are you sure?
It hits me harder than you, man. I don't know why.
This is a competition. This game hits me harder than you. You're wrong. It makes me cry more.
I'm dyslexic. Shut up. I don't know.
No, it's dyslexic.
Dyslexia. I'm dyslexic.
Dyslexia.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
But yeah, Hades.
Yep.
Man. Number 2. It's got to be Resident Evil 1, the original for PlayStation.
OG.
And then, man, I feel like I'm missing one.
Is it Kingdom Hearts 2?
No way! Get out of here,
because that's what my brother said.
I played Kingdom Hearts 1 for maybe 3 hours,
3 minutes,
and it was like every 5 steps was just a battle. I'm like, come on, can I do something? Why is there battles everywhere, and where are they coming from?
And then in 3 they said, and now cutscenes, no battles.
You get out your phone. You're looking at your phone for 3 hours.
Good Lord.
Yeah. And then I don't know what my 3rd overall game is. Probably every WWE game. All the newest one is always going to replace number 3. Whatever WWE game. So it used to be 2K24 is number 3. Now 2K25 is number 3, and so on. So
that's fair.
I think those are a lot of the questions. I don't know if there are any more, but I wrote those down. So
all right.
I asked Lucas a question, and I'll ask you. How long do you give a game to capture your attention before you're just like, nah, I don't like this? And then,
man, my gaming time is a lot less
Mhm.
and limited. So I choose to play the games that I know I love. So WWE and Apex right now, and like the Fortnite, those types of games, those are what I gravitate towards. But if I try a game like South of Midnight that came out,
Mhm.
I played it for like 30 minutes. I was like, I'm not into this right now. You know what I mean? Like I if it doesn't grab me, and I'll probably also because I just love being in the world of WWE and Apex. Like it's just like you with Destiny too, Ryan. Like you're like, I don't really want to play this, and then you jump right back in
And then I play it,
3,000 hours of Destiny 2, and so
Yep.
I think that's if I want to nowadays, I'd rather spend time having fun than trying new games. I know that's just it's a total shift. Like there's a lot of games that have coming out that I want to play, but I'm like, I know I'm not gonna want to play it for very long. Like the Star Wars Outlaws, I want to play.
Like, I want to play these games. I don't want to pay for them. That's the problem.
Yes, I know. And with Game Pass,
or I want to pay for
Plus,
them so very little that it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, like I don't care about the zeitgeist anymore. Like I loved being the one playing it with everybody and being in the conversation. Now it's just like whatever. Like I'm just gonna play what I want, and I'm not gonna I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is and things like that. So
and I'm finding now, like the longer that I wait, some of these games it might take them longer to become like go to Game Pass or end up on like Epic Game Store for free or somewhere. But like, dude, I've gotten a lot of good games from Epic Game Store and from Prime Gaming. Like I just got Deathloop the other day because that was just one of them. And I was like, dude, everybody was talking about Deathloop. So now I got it for free.
Might as well. Yeah.
I'll
Might
wait.
as well
I don't
add it to
care.
the
I can
library
wait.
and never play it.
I got it.
Yep,
I can download
but it's
it
there.
eventually.
It feels nice. It's like, ooh, look at this library.
My library looks good, but
Yeah. It's a good looking library. Well, thank you for sharing, Patrick. I actually forgot that we gave you that homework, so that was a nice
you absolutely
surprise
did,
there.
and I forgot that you
Oh,
did too.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. You also said a lot of other things that I'd rather not repeat onto this, that how you ended. Like it was a 2-hour podcast last week, and I'm like, I don't know if I can listen to this entire thing, but I gotta tell you, it was an incredible show last week. Like you guys were feeding off.
I don't know what it was. We were.
You know exactly.
It did not feel like 2 hours. I don't know what you're talking about.
It didn't feel like 2 hours to me. Like listening. Like I'm like, these guys.
Really
like
didn't. I didn't realize like until I looked up. I was like, God, we've been talking for 2 hours.
I felt proud of you guys. I'm like, I podcasted with these guys. This is incredible. This is a really fun episode.
It's because of the cheese. It was the cheese. It had to be.
The cheese was the secret.
It was
a good time.
Yeah. It was Bree.
Yeah,
you said Bree probably like 4 million times last episode.
Chat GPT loves to put Bree in everything.
Bree good. All right. So Iffle, Earl, and Eagle. Let's do this. I played not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 different games this past week. Just weekend between Friday night and Saturday.
Dang.
I of course played a run or two of Hades. I am finally starting the epilogue in the part where I have to give invitations to the gods to come do a little dinner at House Hades. So that'll, in a couple runs, I'll probably get the epilogue done, but I'll just keep playing because I have to collect everything. So that's going well. I think I'm at like 42 or 43 runs in a row without dying. So that's a fun little streak I got going just because I keep turning up the heat, and there's been some tense moments where I've been losing my death defiances and wondering, is this going to be the one where I lose? And then I just make it happen because I'm a professional. Here's one that you might not expect. I returned to Returnal just for like a few rounds. Like I've actually only done one run. Actually, no, I'm in the middle of a run. I actually booted it up, and I was suspended in a run already, like in the third world.
Wow.
So you started.
I died in 5 seconds. I walked into the room. I was just like, oh, this is a nice. Oh my gosh. And the sword guy. It was the level with the sword guy, Patrick. Do you remember him? The one that teleports.
Nah,
There's
I
one that,
don't remember.
teleports, and he's got a sword, and he just like slashes at you, and he just melted me. And when if you
Trying to
remember when
remember
she
the
dies,
controls and everything.
oh yeah, it was awful. I was just mashing all the buttons. It's not Dragon Ball Z. I can't mash buttons anymore. There's no winning that. But then if you remember, like when she dies, she just has this terrible blood curdling scream. So I was just like, oh gosh, this wasn't a smart move. I should have just started over from the beginning. So I did, and it felt a little better after that next start. But I'll play it for a little bit. I don't know. I think I'm just like 1 or 2 collectibles away from the platinum, which is something that bothered me before because it's like RNG based, and you have to have a room
so many
spawn
astronauts
that
or
there's
something
no
like that.
guarantees. Yeah, it's something stupid. And I was just like, I think that's when I got broken on platinums. And I don't really care, but I do enjoy the game. So, and I've realized I'm on a roguelike kick. So all the games I'm playing right now, minus I did play Astrobot. I'm just doing the 1 or 2 levels a week. I'll beat it over this break for sure, 100%. Because that game just, even if I'm not in the mood, if I start a level, by the middle of the level, I'm just smiling. I'm just like,
Yeah.
game makes me feel so happy. It's just such a fun, like, I don't know, the mechanics. They keep introducing mechanics in every level, and you would think that would get annoying because it would change controls and change dynamics. But it's just every new, it's like different, like quirk or different way of doing the level is just fun. And so they really just made a gem out of that game. So playing that, I played Risk of Rain 2, Ryan, and I can confirm that it is 3D Risk of Rain 1. Like the whole setup, everything is right. So I felt like I already kind of knew what I was doing, except for the fact, and Patrick, you won't appreciate this because you talked about this from Kingdom Hearts. The enemies never stop spawning.
No,
like
they
pop out of the ground, they
Yep.
pop out of the sky. There's never a break just to explore and look around.
No, there's
And
not.
so I'm like constantly trying to figure out, okay, which way am I supposed to? Oh my gosh! And I'm getting attacked from every angle, and I'm just like, oh, just stop, leave me alone. Let me just think for a second.
Were you playing on normal or did you put it on like the easy mode?
Is there easy mode?
You can change. You can. You probably just
I'm
played
totally
on normal.
changing that. I'm playing on normal. They won't leave me alone. It's just like it feels like, oh my gosh, I feel like
think easy
Gaston
is
and a
called
bunch of little
drizzle.
girls following me around.
Normal is called.
Do you say drizzle?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
because
sense.
they name it
Risk of
after
Rain.
like
Yeah,
rain. I can't remember what
that makes
normal is called. I think it's just rain shower or something like that. Yeah, and then
Misty?
hard is like thunderstorm or something like that.
No, not even going close to
Hail.
that. So it's pelting me in the head. But for those who haven't played it, you're pretty much like people on a ship and you're trying to find something. And how every level works is you need to explore the level and find the teleporter. And what I forgot, so I'm in the level, I'm collecting my money. I upgraded, like I had a turret that healed me. Not a turret,
the
drone.
Yeah, the drone.
I had the healing drone. I had a drone that would shoot at stuff for me. And I was like, oh, I got this. I'm good. I got to the teleporter and I was like, there's something about this. When I activate this teleporter, I feel like something bad's going to happen. And dude, this huge boss just pops out of the ground like a daisy and starts like spawning these huge, like like from Fantastic Four, thing-sized enemies. And they just pour upon me. And I'm just like, like just screaming and shooting and running away, and I fall off the edge and like lose life and respawn at the top.
Your life, yeah.
Oh, and they punch me in the face, like they smote my ruin upon the mountainside. It was terrible. So, but I did a run and it was fun. I'll go back and play it again because, I'll get better, get stronger.
So you liked it?
I did. I liked it.
Okay.
It's even though I didn't like the constant pressure of things spawning right in front of my face.
They do spawn
like, peekaboo!
I like
gosh, quit it.
The thing I like most about that game is like everything that you pick up goes onto your character and you can visually see. So like,
Yeah.
you're putting on like you pick up things called like crit glasses, and then like you got glasses.
Yeah,
on your
you just
face.
look like an idiot. You look like you rolled
By
through
the
like
end
a
of a
bunch
run,
of
you
like
look
a
so stupid.
you look like you tripped and fell into a like a Gabriel Brothers or a thrift store, and like
Yeah.
you're just covered in used crap. And it's
Yeah.
just like, here I am. I'm about to take you out with my corduroy pants and
Get out of here, thrift
and the
store boy.
crowbar and like the what
Yeah,
is it? The
what
soldier
I felt like.
syringe, because you just end up with them in
Yeah.
your shoulders. Like,
Well, sometimes, and maybe I can go in the settings. I feel like an old man saying this, but the font is too small. So I'm like
the
trying
font
to.
is very
What is
small.
this?
That's fair.
What is this power up I just got? And I'm just like,
Yeah,
who
no,
cares?
the
It's
font's
gonna
pretty
help me.
small. Yeah, I'd say make
Yeah.
the font bigger.
I
Absolutely.
probably should go into the settings and update that.
If you're an old man for saying that, then I'm an old man because I made the font bigger.
All right, fair enough. If you remember, then we're good. We're old men together. Then those were the fun games I played. Now there were 2 games I played because one of them was I just played it because of on PlayStation you have like you can get coins from doing the little missions or whatever on this PlayStation Stars, I think.
Are they getting
Which
rid
I
of
think is
that?
they're getting rid of at the end of the year, but you still, or in July maybe. I don't remember.
Okay.
But there's still time. I'm like 50 points away from $10. So I just want my $10 and I'll be done. But I played a game just because of that, and it was called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Not a good name, but it has an animation like, what is that skating spray paint game that Gabe Patillo loved?
Sunset Overdrive?
No, that one's
Jet
newer.
Moto?
Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio,
Radio,
yes.
Yep.
Yes. So it's like Jet Set Radio in the sense that you can skate.
Isn't that made by
you
the
spray
same
paint.
people?
It sure seemed like it was.
What's the name of that game again?
It's even the same animation. Like it's newer. It's called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. It's on PlayStation Plus. You can play it if you like Jet Set Radio. I would say it's better than Jet Set Radio. It's less janky. But I'm just not a big fan of the skate spray paint punkish sort of. It even had similar music, so it has to be Jet Set Radio made people.
Yep, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Yeah. So I played it for like 30 minutes, and the first 20 minutes, it's a tutorial, and it was fine. I learned how to skate. I learned how to spray paint. I fought a boss at the end. Cool. And then it went to a cutscene, and all of a sudden the crap hit the fan, and I was like, what just happened? I'm just going to tell you this. These 2 guys are skating to escape, and there's an enemy watching them from afar, and the enemy has like records, like discs in its hands on its jacket. And I'm like, this is weird. And then while your skaters are jumping up in the air, it throws one of the discs, and it cuts off the head of your main character that you just were playing as the whole tutorial. And I was like, what? Like the head just pops off. Like it's just like, woo, like it's normal. And I'm like, what in the world? So it goes to the next scene, and they're talking to your character. They're talking to you. And I'm like, how did I live through that? They cut off my freaking head. Well, because it's cyberpunk, everybody's like, they're cyborgs. Like, no, they have like all their body parts, everything, including their heads, are like robot cyborg stuff. So they give you a new head, and the head is the dumbest looking thing you've ever seen in your life. It's just like a red, I don't know, it's like a red helmet that was made of cans by an elementary school kid. Like you look like an idiot. And I'm just like, I can't play this if this is what my head's gonna look like the whole time. I look like an idiot. And then they go to another tutorial, and it's like a girl's like, let's see if you can grind like me. I'm like, I just got my head like transplanted. And your guy that you came with is like, hey, when you're ready, we'll go out and go find your head. And I'm like, what is this? Like, I can't play this. This is just not. It's so weird.
No.
How about a no? So the other game I played that
See you later.
So
Another
about
game that I
30,
played that
35 minutes. You were like, all right, yeah, I'm done.
maybe more like 20 minutes. But the second game that I was like, no, started out promising because it was a card-based roguelike. And I'm like, this could be fun. And it wasn't. It was stupid. It was, first of all, it started out with voices, like voice acting. And I was like, okay. But it did that thing, Patrick, where at the beginning or the cutscene, it's voice.
Oh,
But then when you're in the game,
tease.
then,
What a tease that is.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
mean. And then on top of that, I hate when it does this. When you have to read the text box, but then the characters say like random crap. They're just like, punch him. But none of what their text says has anything to do with punching. And it's like,
what?
Dodge it. And it's just like, why are you saying this random stuff that's not written below? And it's just like the soundbite of somebody just like, it was just probably one guy in the studio and they're like, hey, change your voice for another different character. And he's like, oh, rock face. And like the words have nothing to do with anything. And it's just like, what are we doing?
What game is this?
It's called, I didn't even give the name because it's so stupid. It's called Rogue Book.
Rogue Book?
Like Rogue Book. And then, you know what? I lasted like 10 minutes because after I did the first match, which again, small letters, small font, and then I couldn't get it to click over to the card I wanted. It was one of those where like you have to hit the correct direction of the 8 directions I have. If you don't do the one direction, it won't go down. But there was this, you have to unlock the game board or the book. The book, you're painting the book so you can escape the book, the rogue book. And the character, this little raccoon, is like, hey, I'll give you this item, you unlock more of the book. And so I do what he says, and he's like, that's wrong, do it again. And then he keeps telling me, nope, not right, do it again. And I'm like, after 4 times or 5 times, I was like, exit, delete, uninstall. Okay. So you know what, little raccoon man? No, not today. Not today.
All of what you said was one game? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's crazy.
It didn't make any sense. It's like, no, I'm not playing this game. But I still got my 50 coins. So I was like,
oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, it was worth it. That was a game front. The real life front was all about celebrations and procrastinations because we had senior graduation this past weekend. It was a fun old time. Mindy gave a speech. She was one of 2 teachers chosen by the seniors to give a speech.
Did you
and
record
then
it?
I took pictures. I did not record it though. I probably should have, but she's not a big fan of her voice and she would not appreciate it. And I did take some pictures though, because where I was sitting, they had a huge screen. I will share it. There's a huge screen, and I could like Mindy was like 30 feet tall. Like it was really cool. And so I took a picture. But what was also funny, the angle of the when she was giving her speech, the superintendent's head was like popping out the side of her body like some kind of growth. So I had to take a picture for that too. And I sent it to her. She didn't appreciate it. Not surprised. Yeah. So, and then I gave the benediction and, blessed them and read some scripture and
The
stuff.
Lord bless you.
Yes. I should
sing
have.
that?
One of these times I am going to sing my benediction. 100%. And then like 2 days later, I was in charge of 8th grade graduation. And that was a little more stressful. My co-homeroom teacher and I, we decided to do a conversational speech where we went back and forth, except she spoke in Portuguese and I spoke in English. And it went great. Like it was really fun. We got lots of feedback. The students and the parents all liked it. They said it felt fresh and different than compared to like the usual, just one person standing up and
talking
Nice.
to the kids
Good.
instead of
Yeah, exactly. So it was fun. It was like
every year.
All right, I should. It was my first time, so there's a lot of lessons to be learned. But then at the same time, like it was like all about 8th grade on Monday. So we ended with graduation, but we started the day by going to a retreat center, and at the very beginning, they were just like, Mr. Ham, this is boring. One, because I took away all their phones, and so we were in a homeroom, and they knew they weren't going to have class. And I was like, all right, guys, put your phones in the box, as what we typically do. But they thought, come on, we're graduating today. We're done with class. And one girl's like, if you take my phone, what am I going to do all day today? I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sell your phone on the internet. Get out of here. Like, that's the most obnoxious thing you could have said, you little punk. So I gladly took their phones. And we went to this retreat center, and we played. Like, Mindy gave me some game ideas, and then our PE teacher, who's really fun, his name's Fabio, he had some game ideas, and we had a blast. And I had a blast in part because I took a note from Whose Line Is It Anyways? And I just totally made up points for stuff. And some kids got so angry. And I'm like, you know what? Negative 10 points for looking at me weird.
Yep.
And then another kid does something
away from Gryffindor.
and one of the teams was blue team, and I kept saying, well, my favorite color is blue, so I would just looking for every chance to give them points. And by the end, blue destroyed everybody, and they were so angry. One kid just stopped. He refused to play anymore. He was like, I'm not playing. This isn't fair. So it was funny. But then after that, we had a cool devotional time, had sharing, just letting the kids, because next year they're going to be split because they're adding more students, and that it's going to be too many to fit in one classroom. So they have to split the kids. And so we just gave them time to just kind of love on each other and just share. And at first it was 2 minutes of awkward silence. Nobody wanted to share. But eventually they started going, and it just started rolling. And they were sharing after another. And then I had them stand up and said, we're going to pray for you. And while we were praying for them, and while they were praying themselves, we put behind them on their chairs letters from their parents, and that we had asked their parents to write to them. And so then after we said amen, we said, now turn around, because we have a letter from your parents. And it turned into Cry Fest 2025. All the kids reading letters from their moms and dads, and crying. And it was just a really special time. And I just felt like that really sealed the year. And, we had our ups and downs. We had good times and fun times. And, but man, Monday was magical. And at the end of it, let me tell you, my brain was melted. I was just like, what day is it? Can I not go anywhere for a month? I was just tired. and I recovered. Next morning, got up, had some coffee, had devotional time, and I was okay. But it was a lot, but it was good. It was good times. So it was a good first experience. I look forward to, build a good relationship. So when they're a freshman in high school next year, I'll still, talk with them and laugh with them. And I'm looking forward to bonding with the next 8th graders next year. So
cool.
Yeah,
right.
That was school life. And then besides that, that was the good news. The bad news is my dryer broke, and I have no idea how. I showed you the picture, Ryan, and you, of course, gave me, that's an easy fix. And I'm like, not for me, buddy. Not for me. I just
house, go get an outlet, go get another cord.
I need to get the outlet and get somebody who knows what they're doing to change it out. And but the cord is that plug is
that plug is toast.
The plug is toast. And the thing is, here's the thing. This dryer,
push it up against it or something?
It takes almost 3 hours to dry clothes.
Okay,
so
it
is probably destroying our electric bill. I'm gonna just guess we're gonna save $50 a month just by getting a new dryer, and it'll pay for itself over time.
Have you tested your dryer to make sure it's actually heating?
Yeah, I clean it out. I mean, it does heat. But it's always taken a long time. The main setting is for 2 hours and 35 minutes. It's built into the dryer to take that long. So
yeah. There's just some guy in the back just breathing on it,
yeah, exactly.
If
I tried,
35
man. I tried
more
real hard.
minutes.
Yeah.
10 more minutes.
I mean, Rayla's a heavy breather. I could probably shove her face into the back of the dryer and get her to add a little heat to it.
It's a family bonding event. Everyone get around this t-shirt.
Everybody just get to breathing. Yeah. Just hook up,
Sounds like
bring
you'd be
hoses
better
to the
off
living room,
getting like
hook everybody up to
regular
it.
clothesline and just hanging your clothes out.
Probably. Well, you know when
Yeah, right?
So here's what happened. It I don't know again how it happened, but at some point I'm in the house and I hear a pop. But it sounded like a pop, like something fell on the floor. And we have shelves out in our laundry area, and I just thought, oh, something fell off the shelf. It's fine. I'll get to it later. And so I go to it. I switch out the loads. It Oh no, I went to go out to switch out the loads because the washer was finished and the dryer was still steamy. And I'm like, what? No, come on. And I reached in and the clothes, it had only gone like 10 minutes before it popped. And then I looked up and saw the plug just like melted down. And I was like, no. So I had to, and this was a day, guys, it was like 60 degrees, raining. And I'm like, oh, great. My clothes are just going to dry here in a real hot 3 days. It's going to take for these to dry. So I put some out on the banister where it's under the roof. And then the rest I put on our banister inside and just turned a fan on them. And then eventually halfway through the day had to switch out more clothes. But my family hasn't been able to do laundry. So they're turning their underwear inside out, reusing socks. No, I'm just kidding. They're not doing that. My wife has enough clothes to last her like a month and a half. Don't ask about my son. He'll
wears
tell
the
you.
Same clothes every day anyway.
Yeah,
The same thing he doesn't care.
He's like, what do you mean our dryer broke?
Yeah, what's the wash?
That was a month and a half ago, son.
I still got another 3 weeks before I got to do laundry.
Have you taught him how to do laundry yet?
Oh, yeah. My kids have been doing laundry for a while now.
That's good.
We didn't fool around with laundry. I'm like, get over there, pull it out, throw it in.
Jake,
life lesson right there.
Yes.
Yep.
Jake, one of his boys, he had just finished teaching them how to do laundry. And for, I want to say like the first week,
2 years old.
They weren't washing with
detergent.
Actual
with
detergent.
Soap.
They were putting fabric softener in there.
Oh my gosh.
Fabric softener? Oh no.
Oh, okay. These clothes are so soft. Why do they stink?
Why do they stink so bad?
Yeah.
We had a good laugh about that.
You live and you learn, you know what I mean?
It's true. It's true. At
I'm
the beginning,
scared that Grayson's gonna try to eat one of these Tide Pods because he would be the one that would do it.
That would not be good.
No good.
For my daughter,
no bueno.
she was always guilty of, she would put all her clothes in the wash.
Like stacking them in just.
Oh yeah. So then you'd go to help her get it out. She'd be like, I can't pull it out. And then you go to, it's like Sword in the Stone. Like it's just like it's jammed in there.
Why is the entire department store in here?
Yeah. And so then you put the clothes in the dryer, and the dryer pretty much starts rolling away because the momentum of the clothes is like, it's like, maybe we have to do this in parts. Oops. Yeah. It took her way too long to figure that out because she's just like, I don't want to do multiple loads, Dad.
She's like, I don't want to put these in the dryer in 3 loads. 8 hours later, they're dry.
Yeah, pretty much.
All at once. Efficiency.
Sorry, I can't go to school. I'm still doing laundry. Can't get a job doing laundry still. Someday I'll go out into the world. So, yeah. And then Eagle still cruise controlling it. I'm keeping up with little stuff here and there. And I did get behind in one of my Bible plans, but I'm so close to, this past week has been a blur, like not just the graduations, but work. And I had mentioned procrastination earlier. I'm supposed to be done today, and I'm only like a third of the way through my checklist. And thankfully, our principal, my boss, this is his last year. He's done, and he's like, don't worry, man, just get it done when you get it done. And yeah, so he's cool. And I get it done when I get it done. It's no worries.
Yeah.
I'm I'm the campus pastor. They trust me. So I'm gonna, leverage that. just a little bit to get it done. But that's it. That's real life. God life, real life, fight life.
All right.
With that,
Fight life.
let's get into some
Gaming
I have something I'm supposed to say. But enough about our saga. What about you, fellow warriors? Want to tell us what's new in your universe? Then let's jump into hyper housekeeping time, where we serve up yes, sensu bean flavored towels.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
And
Bean
fluff your pillows
flavored?
with
Sensu bean.
sensu
Yeah,
bean
They
flavored.
recover your what is it? What's the thing they call key? They recover your
Oh
key
yeah, like
faster,
the
so.
yeah. That's like your inner energy, your gut.
Yeah,
energy.
your energy.
Fluff your pillows with Nimbus Cloud Cotton, and
Oh,
then
great.
Ooh.
and sprinkle some Andes candies for good measure. Why are we
Wow,
sprinkling
what are,
Andes
Can
candies?
we not?
what are all these crumbs doing in
dissolve?
my bed?
Yeah, that's terrible. And don't forget,
Not do that. His candies.
yeah, that's wrong.
Sprinkle some
Don't
dirt
forget.
in your bed.
You can connect
Jerk.
with the GMG universe
This housekeeper sucks.
several ways, sprinkling just candies all over the place. Twitter, Discord, Facebook, Instagram. You can share your power-up moments and battle stories, just like our Discord warriors do every single week.
Mm-hmm. Except for when we forget or do it too early.
It's all good. They did it, and
They did it. They did do the
They
thing.
showed up.
They did.
Patrick really got them focused. That
Yes,
helped
he did.
because Summer Game Fest, a PlayStation showcase. I
There
think
was a PlayStation showcase,
well.
the Xbox showcase.
So
and
these are centered on those things. And then we'll pepper in our thoughts and ideas, and Patrick will update us on what we need to know, because it's possible Ryan and I missed it. But starting with Splig, I'm pumped for the Game of Thrones RTS. That's a real-time strategy game. I don't remember the last time I played an RTS. But highly unlikely to be on console, so I'll just be watching gameplay, whichever emoticon that is, with the sideways,
I
like
think
a
it's
meh.
supposed to be the meh.
The meh one, right? The crooked down sad face.
Supposed to be. Nope, I'm not about to do that. That's too many.
No, that's not gonna happen. You got too many crazy emojis there. He said are one of my favorite Jenners, but had to give up since I don't game on PC. Yeah, man, PC's overrated. Get rid of Master Race.
It's very expensive as well.
It's so expensive.
Very expensive. But yeah. So
unless you don't care and you just make your computer do what you think it should do, and then
you know what? We don't need a new dryer. What we need is a new laptop.
Yeah.
Not for work.
So for games, for RTSs, for Jenners that I like. Splig is pumped about a game. How about you guys? Are you pumped for anything that they showed? Patrick, you start so I know what game to say.
Yeah, the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Requiem.
Ooh.
Resident Evil 9 or however.
It's French
or
German.
What?
9.
I'm excited about Resident Evil. Really, all the Resident Evils that come out. But really, what really excites me about this one is the last couple Resident Evils that they've done, maybe 2 or 3, have been first person. This one allows you to move into both first and third person. So
wait,
that
the other
gets me pumped.
Village and this other one did.
There was first. It was all first. All first person.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, not like that. Scary games in first person is so scary.
It got really scary. This was when the Resident Evil 7 came out and it was VR, or maybe it was 8.
Whatever we're asking for.
VR. I remember playing it in VR, and I got to the first boss, and I was like, you know what? This is way too scary. I got to play it on the 2D screen. This is too much.
I would easily do anything except deny Jesus over VR horror. Sorry, family. Peace out. I'm giving you up for adoption because I cannot handle VR horror. That would be bad.
But what's cool about this is they're bringing it back to Raccoon City. Like, it hasn't been in Raccoon City since Resident Evil
Forever.
3 or
Since
something.
they blew
like,
it up.
So long
Didn't they
ago.
blow it up one of those times? Spoilers.
They
for
they
one
blow it up.
Who cares?
They blew it up in like every single season or every single game.
Every single season.
It's like they blow it up, they come back to it. There's always
Yeah.
there's always an explosion over there. But yeah,
That's fair.
I'm really excited about that one. There's some other ones. Hold on, I think I have.
Why don't you
some
share
up.
with us some other ones?
There is this game called Ill. I don't know if we're going to show the trailer here tonight and share it, but it is the creepiest trailer I have ever seen in a video game.
Oh,
like,
I'm intrigued. I don't think I could handle it, but
it's like I texted it to you guys. I was like, "How long did you last before you turned it off?" Like, I feel like you would watch it for the first 7 seconds, and you're like, "Nope, I don't need to watch the rest of this." Like, it's that crazy,
it's that
gory,
bad.
dead
crazy.
zombie. Yeah, it was like a combination of Dead Space and Resident Evil, where they come at you in droves, and it's like a limb separation. You can, if they're walking at you, you can hit them in their knees and they'll drop to the ground and they'll still come after you. Like that kind of creepiness. I will if I'm hoping this game is like a Game Pass or PlayStation Plus game. Otherwise, like, I don't have money to spend on these types of games. I just gotta wait for it to be free. But it looks super, super creepy. There was one game.
Super creepy.
Are you looking at it right now, Lucas?
Yeah,
I'm looking at.
At the end of the trailer. Well, you watching the trailer right now, or are you just looking at?
I'm watching the trailer.
End of the trailer, you're like there's like a zombie baby has like a GoPro on while it's running.
No, not
At the end, it's so creepy. But what really caught my eye and what really started to make me smile was Super Meat Boy 3D. And
I bet you that's
it's
crazy.
Like
I love Super Meat Boy.
Like platforming, kind of like Astrobot, the platforming of it, but it's Super Meat Boy, and you have to figure out how to get through the level without dying. And the way that all the deaths, you're just a block of meat that just continues to get hurt. And it's that looks really, really fun. That looks like a game I would just pick up and play, like, on a handheld. It doesn't need to be on big screen. That's a pick up and go kind of game. That looks really, really fun. And speaking of handhelds, did you see the reveal for the Xbox handheld?
I did.
Lucas, no. Are you your disgusted face?
I made it. I did it. Now, granted, I did not go full screen. I kept the screen smaller so I could last longer. I made it a minute. I made it a minute, 10 seconds.
So you didn't get to the end where the baby was running around like
that's
a
why I
just
laughed.
Once you said that out loud, no way. I'm not going anywhere near that baby. I don't do kids. Kids in horror is the worst.
That is very grotesque.
It's so grotesque. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I feel like I need to burn some sage around
I will play that game with all the lights on during the afternoon.
with a cross behind.
Yeah. Dear Jesus, please help me.
He's like, you put yourself in this mess, buddy.
Yeah, I told you I'm not going to give you more than you can handle, you baby.
Yeah, I'll be a wuss.
But yeah, the Xbox handheld. I've been waiting for this. So I have a Steam Deck, so I play Xbox games on it anyways. But what really excites me about this is you can download games onto the device and play natively. You don't have to play through the cloud, which is what I'm currently doing on the Steam Deck. So being able to do that,
just like the cloud
remote play, whatever that is. So there's a couple things there. And not every game from your library is able to be downloaded natively on there. They haven't released the list of what games you can do that with. But if like half of my games that I like to play don't end up being on this play anywhere kind of slogan that they have, I don't know if I will get this. All new games that are coming out apparently are going to be part of this play anywhere, like games come out, which is really exciting to me. So I don't know if that's Xbox only games or if that's going to be all Xbox games that come out or just a certain portion of them. I have no idea.
I would imagine
it's so early.
like more the. I would imagine it's probably more the like heavy hitters or like Xbox Studio or affiliate.
But if I can't download it, like it doesn't. I want it to be a fully functioning Xbox, because if I can do that, like I will probably get rid of my Xbox for the and just play my Xbox games on this. But if not, then I'm gonna have to keep my Xbox, because I know that this game machine is going to be the best handheld out there. When it comes out, it's going to be the strongest, the fastest, the best. But so because of that,
just what is it? As a ROG Ally?
It's a ROG Ally X. It's going to be the Ryzen 2 AI Extreme processor. So it's you're
speaking another language.
Yeah, it's currently it would be the best processor for a handheld device, and it's going to be like 24 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive on there. So being a handheld and what games are nowadays, I think Ryan, you said last week that the Call of Duty game was like 330 gigs. Like what? I don't even know how they're allowed to do that. That should be illegal to do that.
Yeah, it really should.
But it's just like it sounds all of it just sounds super expensive. The controls have haptic feedback with it and stuff. So it looks like it would be like an Xbox handheld, but as it's better than an Xbox Series S, not quite an X.
Yeah.
Like then probably in between those. So how long that will last, as far as how good games will be come out for it, is it going to be you're going to be able to do ultra settings on all of it? But the price is really going to be the one that deters me from getting this. What they're saying, people are saying it's going to be like $800 for this. Like I don't
currently the current ones that are available, the ROG Ally 7 and the ROG Ally X. The ROG Ally 7 is $650. And the other one is like $9.
So yeah, it's gonna be like, and with taxes, that's gonna put it over $1,000. I can't the disposable income ain't there right now, especially with me needing to spend some money on a roof. You know what I mean? So I would love to have it. I'll just continue to have play on my Xbox Series X. I have a whole bunch of Microsoft points that I can use, that I can bring it down quite a bit. But do I still want to spend $500 on this device when I have a perfectly fine Steam Deck that I can play the games I want on it?
Right.
And there's a little bit of a delay, but I'm not playing like Twitch shooters, multiplayer shooters on the thing. I'm playing single player games, so the very small amount of delay is totally fine with me. I don't know. Yeah. It all sounds awesome. I'm so excited for it, but it's just one of those things where it's to be like, I'm gonna have to like window shop that thing and just look at it. And that's about all I'm gonna be able to do. But
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's got two different versions. Sorry. The ROG Ally, or the ROG Xbox Ally X, which is the better version, is predicted to be $750 to $800, while just the Xbox Ally is somewhere between $500 and $600. But
yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be spending $600, might as well just put another $100 down and get the higher end one, But
right. But then at that point, you could probably find a good PC at that point.
But I love the handheld version of it. I love being able to carry it around. and to be honest, I have a Lenovo Legion laptop that runs games on ultra settings. And I'm just like, if I'm able to play anywhere and download games natively on here, which I currently can with a lot of games, I will just play on my laptop. I will. It's different. It's not as portable because I
honestly haven't liked portable gaming since what was that? The Game Boy Color. Like that's like I like my Switch, but I barely play it. Like I couldn't tell you where it is right now. Somewhere in the house.
Hades judges you.
My Steam Deck gets many hours on it. Like I play it probably. It's probably my PlayStation 5 I play the most.
My brother says a good PC for 700, no shot.
Yeah, you're playing SimCity 2000 on that thing.
Hey, Jordan, you got your PC from that one defunct game company that just robbed you for like that much. So, yeah.
How about?
Did you see anything that you liked? No. Okay.
There's so many games that come out, and I'm just like, I don't want to play a lot of these games. There's so many Japanese like Final Fantasy looking games that I'm like, why is 90% of these games look like this? Like these are the games I don't like. Where are the Western single player linear story driven games? I want those. I want those experiences. And there's not a lot of them.
Let's see if They Call Me Tim, if he's got some games that you remember or like or excited about. Keeper, Aphelion, At Fate's End, There Are No Ghosts at the Grand, and Planet of Lana Part 2 as well.
All on Game Pass, yeah. Planet of Lana 2. I saw that and I was like, yes, more of that.
Planet of Lana was very serene. It was beautiful side-scrolling game.
Yeah. Like that game was awesome. Even it wasn't very long at all, but I was like, dang, man, I want to play more of this.
Yeah. Back when the Game Pass was like, hey, play a game for 15 minutes and get an achievement and you get these points. I played Planet of Lana for those points.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Planet of Lana was good.
I don't think I finished it though.
Yeah, like I said before, I'm just looking forward to Hades 2. There isn't another game that's coming out that, I mean, I'm relying on you guys to tell me what's going on because I just don't check out the game news anymore.
Definitely Planet of Lana 2.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised with the Xbox showcase that there was going to be a High on Life 2 because I played.
Oh yeah, I remember Mark playing that.
That was a goofy fun game.
Yeah, I played about like halfway through High on Life, and I was like, okay,
I get it.
I'm done.
Yeah, I played maybe 3 hours of that game, and at that I was like, I'm having a great time. But the gun would not shut up.
Yeah, I had to turn it off too. I got to that point too, and I was like, all right, I can't.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would
I need the gun
be the one that tips the scales. Shut up, gun. Speaking of guns, Tim is still playing through Doom: The Dark Ages. He has no thoughts yet on it.
Nice.
And he's still excited for Mafia in October. It looks amazeballs.
Tim, Mafia is actually coming out on August 8th, not October.
Oh, look at that. It's
so
earlier.
A couple months early. Yeah.
Yeah, early release. Mark, the podcaster emeritus, said he's excited for Mina the Hollower, an OG Zelda-like Game Boy style game from the same guys who made Hollow Knight. All right, cool. And then there's Possessor, Metroidvania from the devs that made Hyper Life Drifter.
All right,
nice. I haven't played a good Metroidvania in a while. I think the last Metroidvania I played was Metroid Dread, and that didn't work out. And then he said Blighted looks pretty cool as well. So
Blighted. What is
Blighted? No idea.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. It looks like a Looks like a roguelike.
Oh, really?
Hold on a second.
You have my attention.
It's from Drinkbox Studios.
Oh, that also I like Drinkbox. They make
It definitely looks. It has the 3/4 top down Hades look.
Yeah, it does. It does have the Hades look.
Does it?
Hardcore.
All right.
Yeah, it's got the Hades look hardcore.
All right.
I mean, that could be fun.
Wait, I can't remember. It's been too long now because you keep disappointing me by losing your Switch. But did you ever beat Hades at least once?
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on.
I'm not a gamer like you, man.
Come on, man. You don't have to be a gamer like me.
I'm not a gamer like you, man.
You gotta try.
I will try again.
You're not trying.
As soon as I figure out where my Switch is.
You're right. You cannot tell me you're not a gamer like me because you have played like the hard games, the Souls games.
Oh, speaking of that,
you like difficult stuff, so don't give me these excuses.
What was it? The DLC thing that came out for Lies of P kind of made me want to play Lies of P again because I was like, oh, that looked good. But yes, that game was hard. Lies of P was hard.
I'm still looking at Blighted, and apparently it has a co-op story mode.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
You have our attention.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Very nice.
Yep.
What? Very nice. I'm out of here. Good night, guys. Where did Lucas go?
Where'd I go? Am I back?
I don't know. You
Hey guys.
You said you were done, so
no, I wasn't.
Okay, bye.
What happened?
I don't know.
I was reading Nissan Al Gaib.
You skipped over
yeah, because that's like random, and so I was going to come back to that.
Oh, okay.
Real Nissan Al Gaib said the SGF event Mortal Shells 2 was what caught my eye the most.
Yeah, I did see that too, yeah.
Other things were interesting, but that looked the coolest. Oh yeah, Marvel versus Capcom 4. I mean, Marvel talking. Yes, Patrick.
Oh my gosh.
That looks
Let's
dope.
play this game.
That looks
Dude, that's
awesome.
not just going to be a game to mash buttons with. That's going to be a game I'm going to want to play through the story with you.
Yeah, you're going to have to learn buttons, and you're going to have to be good.
No, we'll still be able to smash our way through and win. It'll be great.
Yeah. Don't tell me how to play those games.
I'm looking forward to that one too. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to buy it on PC though because it's not coming. At least currently, it is not coming to Xbox. It's only PlayStation. It's like PlayStation and PC. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wonder how they got that going.
What?
Yep.
That's weird.
Marvel Token Fighting Souls, that game?
Yeah. Unless what I read was wrong, unless they changed it recently.
Lies of P.
Scheduled to be PlayStation 5, PC, and Epic Game Store. It is not listed for Xbox. Wow.
Dude, that's
there you go.
What?
Like, it's true.
Yeah. Sad.
Crazy.
Sad day.
Who's the developer behind this? Like, are they PlayStation only?
They probably have some exclusivity thing. So I wouldn't doubt it. But I mean,
so Arc Systems Works is a published by Sony Interactive. So that's why.
Yep.
Ah, that makes sense.
That's fine. I'll just play it on PC. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, Splig, he wants us to build our own cheeseburger. So
build my favorite cheeseburger.
Build your favorite cheeseburger.
It really depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Right. It does. Sometimes I like to put baked beans on it. Sometimes I like to put onion rings on it.
Yep.
I mean, I don't see a problem that I can eat those at any time.
Fries, just anything in there that gives it a little bit of beef,
Bacon, egg, and cheeseburger.
Bacon.
Yeah. Oh, bacon always
All
on it. Yeah.
Always.
It has to have some bacon.
Always. Never not bacon. There's never a time when bacon's not.
Bacon wrapped bun, bacon wrapped burger, bacon wrapped bacon, bacon wrapped mayonnaise.
Children.
Bacon bun. Yeah, the bacon bun. All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jalapeno
so
popper in there.
Just jalapeno. Oh man, that would be so good. Except if you got that fresh and that baby popped in your mouth.
Oh, yep.
Or
No, thank you.
down
The roof of your
your
mouth will be
chin.
done for days.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. But yeah, I mean, you get
Like,
some vegetables in there. So lettuce, tomato. We have the
if
onion
I'm
ring, so that's vegetable in there. Fried
Mhm.
if
vegetable.
I'm grilling JTMs, those just like prepackaged burgers,
Oh yeah.
I'll just grill those, and I will put nothing on them. I will just put a bun on it, and I'm ready. Like, I don't need to put anything
Really?
on it.
I don't
Yeah,
remember the last time I
for those.
had just a bun and meat. That's weird.
Well, now if
Is it that
it's
good?
like freshly made or ground beef where you form the patties, like I want to put stuff on that one, but the JTMs have like a familiar taste to me back in when I was playing baseball, summer baseball,
Okay.
and they would have those they're just regular hamburgers at the concession stand. It just reminds me of those of my childhood, so
Alright.
that's why I like them that way.
Interesting. All right. All right. Well, that's all from us. That's all from our fellow warriors of our GMG Discord. If you would like to support our Saiyan squad, you can power up with us through
Say
Patreon.
hello.
Grab your own gear via the merch shop. One Dragon Radar, like link.
When Dragon
Yes.
Ball.
there.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball radar. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Radar link. Even if you can't share, and that's the linktree.com/the GMG pod, in case you're wondering. Even if you can't share your energy or your Zenny right now, you can still help by rating and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podchaser. Your feedback
Spod Chaser. What is Spod Chaser?
He's tired.
Podchaser. Yeah, it's almost midnight, guys. I'm running out of steam.
Yeah.
Your feedback
It's been a
boosts our
while since we've
podcast
podcasted at midnight.
power level through the roof. And if you really want to go Super Saiyan with our support, leave us a voicemail at 929GMG, guys. It's been a while, Tim, so feel free.
Or Jordan. Jordan, since you forget to type all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
You
leave
can
All right,
call us any
then.
time of the week. It doesn't matter.
Patrick may answer.
I have done that before.
That is true.
Oh, Tim's calling. Hey, what's up, Tim? I'm
Hey,
trying to
what's
leave a
up, buddy?
voicemail.
Oops, sorry. Alrighty then, Patrick, Ryan, and all of you, our beloved Z Fighters, friends, family, and fellow joiners, go power up your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your journey as you live, as you train, and as you game. Until next time, stay golden.
I didn't like any of that.
1, 2, 3, 4.